I love chaos. I love chaos. Oh my god. Oh yeah, chat. Have you seen the upcoming Bleach collab for Fortnite? And I'm gonna say it right. I'm gonna say this right. I need you. I need you to. Some people might kill me for this, but you know what? I am gonna speak my truth. You might hate me for this. You might think I'm literally Satan for this, but you know, I need to speak my truth, chat. I need the people to know, okay? I need the people to know. I'm sorry if this changes your perspective of me, but she did nothing wrong. People view her as literally Satan, and for what? For being silly. She's literally just silly. I will forever hate Kubo, that hack, for taking away her whimsy. They took away her whimsy. And like her fucking Shunshunika, that was like, it was broken and they didn't go into that. She was so silly. And they took away her silliness. And people hate on her. And for what? For what? For fucking like, because of a ship? Like, don't get me wrong, I like Rukia and Ichigo. I like Rukia and Ichigo. I think it's great. I love their chemistry. But what did Orihime do? Her and Rukia were like literally always friends. They never had like any beef. And people hate her. People want her dead. You know? Like, yeah, it does get sad how like they reduce her to the sad, like, you know, like damsel in distress. But she had her, especially in the early moments, right? She was so silly and goofy and dumb. She's just a silly girl who likes her friends and likes baking and wants everybody to be happy, and she wants to make sure everyone's healed. And you know, she's dumb. She's dumb, but she has a lot of heart. She wanted to be a robot. She wanted to be a robot and an astronaut and work in a bakery. And yeah, I don't know. I think if you hate on Orihime, like, that is so depressing. I don't understand. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the bread girl.
Oh, I'm just a small little goblin.
Look at the bread girl. She. Does Eira see herself in her? Is that where the self-defense comes from? Maybe a little? I don't know. Yeah. Look, right, yeah. And I will say, I have been guilty of that in the past. And as I've grown older, I've kind of realized, it's like, hating on a character because of that, it's dumb. Like, it's okay to dislike a ship, right? But like, if you like actually like actively like be like a dick about it, or like actively like hating a character because they quote unquote ruined your ship, that's stupid as hell, dog. Stupid as hell. Stupid as hell. Shaking my goddamn head. Like, an example for me is, I guess, do you guys know, do we have any Inuyasha people who've heard of Inuyasha here? Well, of course you've heard of fucking Inuyasha, hell yeah. I really love Dumiko Takahashi's stuff. I think they're great. I think it's peak. I love all of her works. She just like knocks shit out the park, like consistently, right? And in Inuyasha, there's a character called Sesshomaru, who is Inuyasha's half brother. He's Inuyasha's like half brother, who is like a full demon, and he's like the brooding edgelord who never really expresses anything. But he kind of like hates humans, but there is a character who hangs around him in Inuyasha, and that is this little girl called Dean, who is like a little like poor girl who he revives, and she kind of like hangs around him, and he kind of like learns to like maybe humanity's like okay, thanks to like Dean's influence and like just her being so innocent and like all that shit, and like also Kagome like being Kagome. Yeah, so she's kind of like his part of his little group alongside like their fucking creature and Jukin. They're like a little crew, and I don't know. It was very cute. But then they announced the Inuyasha like a continuation to Inuyasha called Yashahime, where all of a sudden the center of the story is Sesshomaru's twin daughters. And so like there's a whole debate on who the mother was, and yeah, in short it ended up being her. And listen, I don't have a problem with problematic ships. I have like tons of problematic ships, but like I was like really when this was revealed, I was really mad. I was really mad. I was really upset. And I think I've told you guys before that I kind of like ended up like fucking with some of the there's a whole bunch of older ladies who enjoy this ship, who I imagine self-insert into Dean, who like will fucking like ride or die for this ship, and I would really like to fuck with them and wind them up, and I do feel bad. I do feel bad because it came from like a place of being like a huge hater. It was funny, but it came from a place of being a huge hater. You know what I'm saying? But now like I've kind of like realized I mean, it's okay. It's okay to like have ships like this, I don't personally care for it. I always like interpreted the relationship as being more familial. Not to mention like we never got like any information about Dean outside of the fact like he was very much a satellite character for Sesshomaru. Like her entire purpose begins and ends with Sesshomaru. We never get to like know more about her as a character. We never get to see her like grown up, aside from when she's like apparently the mother to his children. I don't know. I'm not into that. Like maybe if we got to, I wish we got to learn more about her. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, I think they developed her a bit more in the Yashahime manga, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. It's basically like what I'm trying to say is like it's okay to dislike a ship, but like I feel like you shouldn't like police people for what they ship. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't like bring other people down for what they ship. I mean, as a joke, yeah, sure, right? But like I like to fuck with you amor shippers. Do you guys remember that in Pokemon? When people ship fucking Serena and Ash, and the people still go rabid about that. It's fun to make it's okay to like be silly and make fun, it's like shonen slander type shit. But when it like there's like a difference between that and going like too far. Yeah. Yeah. Life is good. Anyways, do you guys get what I'm saying? I'm yapping about like insane, deranged fuck shit. Specifically VTuber shippers though. I have like strong feelings on that kind of stuff actually. Cause like it's something I noticed because like growing up on like Tumblr, of course, with like shit like people would ship like fucking Septiplier and stuff. I think it's okay to like ship VTubers, but like people like it's a fine line. It's a fine line because like some people like there are certain types of people who like take it way too far, and I guess I'm saying that as someone who was like I never shipped Dan and Phil, right? But I was in the trenches when the Dan and Phil stuff was happening. I remember that shit. I had like a real life girl that I knew who was like ride or fucking die with Dan and Phil, right? Yahoo! But and people were like really bad. People would pry into this stuff, they would mention it non-stop, like they would make things very uncomfortable. And like there's tons of cases where people like push ships so hard they ruin like friendships. I think that really sucks. Yeah, ship the characters but not the people. Yeah, exactly. I think it makes it pretty uncomfortable when there's real people behind those tubers. Yeah, I guess it really depends on like people's boundaries, because everyone has boundaries when it comes to shipping stuff. Like, I'm chill with shipping. You can do really whatever you want. Of course, I'd prefer it if it was with like other girls. But fundamentally, I guess like my point of view is that you can't really control that stuff. At the same time, you should respect people's boundaries. I don't know. I think we should kill. We should. I think we should wipe out hetero ships. Actually, we should make shipping hetero ships illegal. This is a joke, by the way. This is a joke. Okay, this is a joke. I'm being stupid. I'm being silly. All right. I'm being silly. If you actually take offense to that, I don't know what to tell you. I think you might be brain damaged. I have some het gems that I like. I think me playing MGS and getting so invested in Ryrose and like BB Ava is like proof. I'm cool with head stuff. I'm just very picky. Not with like shipping me though. If only shipping me with cute girls or like my favorite fictional anime boys. Sorry, I'm shipping you with an ugly hag. There is no such thing as an ugly hag because all women are beautiful. All women are beautiful and perfect, and yeah. That's a truth nuke you should probably keep in mind. Yeah. And don't call them hags, bro. Some people use the hag, like the term like hag, like unironically, and it's like, are you brain damaged? Is there something wrong with you, like fundamentally missing? You dropped on your head? You dropped on your head as a child?